Hey folks, Cousin Jack here with another episode of WoodCarving Weekly. And this week, we're going to be talking about painting plaid. We'll have some resources that will help you kick your whistle up a notch or two. We'll have some beginner-friendly projects, and we'll spin around YouTube to see what we can see. And also, I'm going to have an exciting channel update for my Cousin Jack Carves YouTube channel. As a reminder, all of the resources I mentioned today will be linked in the video description right below the video. You'll also find the links in the comments section a little bit further down the page right below the video. Let's get started. We'll start today with CCA carver Bruce Ankeny. You know, Bruce has a YouTube channel, and every once in a while he posts a video there. Well, it's been about a year since the last time he posted a video, and we have it, a brand new 7-minute video from Bruce showing you how to paint a plaid pattern. He's got a small figure of a man dressed in winter clothes and wearing a scarf, and he's already painted it. And now he's going to show you, basically demonstrate how you can put your own plaid pattern on the scarf. He uses some variety of brushes and then also some fine tip markers to add the pattern. Now there's not much talking in this video, just a little bit. And near the beginning, you'll hear this hum in the background. I believe it's a heater, since it is winter time. And it goes away pretty quickly. So this is a great opportunity if you're interested in learning how to put a plaid pattern on your carving. Well, over at the CarvingAndSuch YouTube channel, there's a brand new beginner-friendly power carving video. Now, it's a beginner-friendly project because it's a wood spirit, kind of a standard type of carving for just about anyone. So in this case, it's a 14-minute video, and he's carving a piece of oak driftwood using a Dremel with a shaft on it, and then also a variety of different burrs. There's no talking during the video, but the carver does a nice job of adding text on the screen to tell you which burr he's using. And this really is a step-by-step guide for anyone who wants to try power carving a wood spirit. And in this video, you'll find that he does a nice job of staying in the frame and everything's in focus. Like I say, this is a very good opportunity for anyone who's been interested in trying power carving. Why not do a wood spirit? Enjoy. Well, today I have some news to share as well. Now, many of you are already familiar with my Cousin Jack Carves YouTube channel. It's the first channel I've ever had. And I still post videos there. I have an update for you, and I want to tell you about a brand new feature that's coming up on the channel. So, as far as the update, I've posted a new video about the AX1 compact carving axe or hatchet. So you'll find that there. I just published that the other day. In addition to that, I also want to tell you about a brand new feature, starting a podcast. That's right. Now, it'll be about wood carving. And each time I have an episode, there'll be a talented carver responding to 5 specific questions. I'll be asking them about the story of how they got started with wood carving. I'll be asking them about advice for beginner carvers. If they could only give one piece of advice, what would that be? I'll also ask them about their wood carving related achievement that they're most proud of. And a fun fact about them that most of us would be surprised to learn. I'll also ask them to share resources like classes, websites, other information that they have available for carvers and where they can be found. Well, this coming Saturday, I will post the very first episode of the new podcast, 5 Fast Questions. It will be on the Cousin Jack Carves YouTube channel. And the first guest is the werewolf Whittler from Wales. And she's going to be sharing her insights and basic stories about her carving journey. So make sure you tune in to the Cousin Jack Carves YouTube channel, take a look at the AX1 carving hatchet, and then also check out the new podcast. Well, up next, I want to share with you a resource that is somewhat carving related. And by the way, if this content is helpful for you, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You see that little red square down in the corner? Yeah, just click on that and subscribe. So over the years, I have seen a number of carving projects that involved making a carving that's also a functioning whistle. And today I want to introduce you to the Tim's Tools YouTube channel. Tim lives in Western New York, and he's kind of a jack of all trades, and he has a brand new video that shows you how to make a 3-note whistle. That's right. You know, most whistles, they basically play one note, but he's got a design that plays 3 different notes. And because it does play 3 notes, you can play some simple melodies with this whistle. It's a pretty interesting video. He takes you step by step through the process, and he does explain his steps as he goes. He does a nice job with that, and I think he's got about 36,000 subscribers altogether. So you might want to check out some of his other how-to videos. In this case, he also shows you his wood burning talents, because he's going to be decorating some of the finished whistles. So if you're going to make a whistle, kick it up a notch or 2. The What to Whittle YouTube channel has a brand new video, and this is sort of a classic, beginner-friendly project. It's the good old ball in a cage. Now this channel and this carver focus on whittling at its purest form, using nothing but a stick and a pocket knife. And for this project, he starts with a basswood branch and then gets the pocket knife out and starts whittling away. Of course, now he shows you how to make the markings on the wood so that you can follow along and make your own ball in a cage. And although this is not the first time he's carved one, he says it's been years since the last time he did the ball in a cage, so he felt like it was time to do another one. So it's a beginner-friendly project, and for anyone who hasn't tried it yet, the ball in a cage is a great way to learn some new skills. You're carving a sphere inside of a box. So yeah, and if you use nothing but a pocket knife, you'll definitely develop some knife skills. Go on over there and take a look. Many of you may be familiar with Gene Messer's Facebook group called Let's Talk Carving. It's a great resource that offers the opportunity for folks to ask a question and then have an entire community of woodcarvers who offer assistance. And Gene started the Facebook group, and every Saturday he tends to post some interesting questions himself. Well, now Gene has taken some of that content and posted a new video. In this video, you'll see Gene at the beginning basically encouraging us to enjoy our hobby, enjoy wood carving, enjoy whittling. And he mentions some of the times where he's been out in public at different public places and been whittling, and how people will stop and show an interest in what he's doing. In this video, Gene starts by mentioning the fact that we should enjoy our carving hobby, and then he gets into some of the questions and answers that have been already addressed on the Facebook Let's Talk Carving group. So this is a great opportunity for anyone who hasn't been following along on Facebook to be able to hear some of the questions and responses that have been offered up. So go on over to Gene's channel, take a look, and see what you think. Well, we have a brand new video tutorial series from Roger Stegall. This time Roger is carving what he calls the skinny-necked cowboy. Yeah, so in this video, he starts from a bandsaw cutout, and he starts basically shaping the hat and the sides of the face. Now that's primarily what he does during part 1 of this series. There will be follow-up videos. And as usual, Roger adds commentary along the way to help you out. He talks about the different tools that he's using, and he does use a variety of tools. And of course, you'll hear him say, "How much time we got left there, Peyton?" And his grandson, Peyton, always responds. He does a great job as a cameraman. So this video tutorial series is really good if you're looking to do a cowboy head. You can always attach it to a body of a carving, or you could also use this same pattern. And by the way, he does share the pattern on screen for you so you can capture it and then carve along. But you could use it as a bottle stopper. All kinds of things you can do with it. So go on over to Roger's channel and take a look at that. Well, folks, I want to thank you for joining me today. If you've missed any of our previous episodes, just click right over here, and we've got a list of all of our previous episodes available for you to watch. Stream the whole thing. Why not? See you next week.